Ohio State's QB1 in 2023 will not be the Buckeyes QB1 in 2024.
You are Locked On Buckeyes, your daily podcast on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
The unexpected happened on Monday morning. That was the announcement that Kyle McCord entered the transfer portal. Welcome in, Buckeye fans, to a special episode of Locked On Buckeyes, reacting to the news that Ohio State's QB1 has entered the portal. I am your host, Jay Stevens, also the host of the Jay Stevens Podcast. It is Monday, December 4th in the year 2023. And in this special episode that's available on the YouTube and also wherever you get your audio podcast, we'll answer the question, is the 2024 QB1 currently on the roster, later in the show. But first, did this news shock you as much as it shocked me? Monday morning, we are all starting off a new week, a new work week. We're all ready to go. You might be a little slow moving in the morning, and you may not be really thinking about, hey, let's go to the X app. I can't say the Bird app anymore. It's not really a thing. Let's go to X and see some news and see what's going on with players and what players are entering the portal that hadn't announced it prior to the portal being open. Kyle McCord's name was not one that I expected to be right there at the On3 X account page. That's going to take a while to get used to, saying that he was going to be entering the portal. A little bit later, he posted an official statement and kind of running down Coach Day, Coach Dennis, Buckeye Nation, and all those things before finally saying at the end of that statement, he's going to be entering the portal. At no point throughout the season did I think this year's starting quarterback would enter the portal during the first portal window opening today. Didn't think that was going to happen at all. I saw the frustration on Ryan Day's face just like you did throughout numerous games on the sideline. Kyle McCord to go over, and it may not have been an interception that he threw, but there were things Ryan Day was not okay with. There were things that I was not okay with as well. But when you look at Kyle McCord's numbers this year, played in all 12 games as a starting quarterback, a 65.8% completion percentage, 3,170 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Yeah, you would like the touchdown number to be over 30. You would love for the interception number to be under 4 or 3, only because our expectations for a quarterback are through the roof. I mean, I don't know any other school in the country. And if you're an Alabama Crimson Tide fan, like, realize what we got up here in Columbus is different than what I got going on down there in Tuscaloosa. Trust me, it's quarterback expectations up here are a lot higher than they are down there in the South, at least at that school. But I didn't think this was going to happen. And I understand year one as a starting quarterback in college football, things aren't going to be pretty. Things aren't going to be great. Things are going to be difficult at times, and I realized that, and I understood, hey, I'm not going to sit here and knock Kyle McCord every time he's on the field for things he's doing wrong. I'm not going to do that. What am I going to do? Realize, hey, there are going to be growing pains. But also in games 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you would think some of the things that you have gone through in your year one as QB1, some of the things that you have watched in film, some of the things you've been coached to do, some of the throws that, hey, you missed them early in the year, but you started to get them in the middle of the season. You would think some of those things would happen in the biggest game. And there were times I was sitting here wondering, man, this ain't looking too hot. This ain't looking too hot at all. And also on Sunday, Ryan Day was not committing to what quarterback or quarterbacks the Buckeyes would be utilizing in the bowl game against Missouri, the Cotton Bowl, on December 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. That was an odd thing to me. And I don't really read into things. I try not to do my very best to not read into things that are happening during pressers. But ultimately, that happened. So here I am thinking, okay, Kyle McCord, is this the right move for him? I'm not going to say yes or no. For him, he believes it is the right move. And I'm hoping nothing but the best for Kyle McCord. Met his dad, really good guy, really enjoyed talking to him. And I hope his support system, that they support him in this journey, in this move for Kyle McCord going forward. As for Ohio State, Ryan Day's had to go out there in the portal before to get a quarterback. Now, it was a little bit different because it happened right when he got the promotion at head coach, right when Urban retired. But also there was a guy in Athens, Georgia, who the Bulldogs chose Jake Fromm over Justin Fields. I think if they could reverse that, they would have made a different decision. Fields comes up to Columbus, got a little homesick a little bit at the beginning. Things worked out, and we saw what Justin Fields' career was as QB1 here in Columbus. Now, Ryan Day going to the portal to get somebody after McCord is a little bit different than him getting Justin Fields literally shortly after he was promoted to head coach of the Ohio State football team. But it's going to be a little bit interesting because Day has learned, hey, I know what Fields is. I've learned under Stroud. I've learned under McCord. This decision is pivotal because this one, I'm not going to say it's going to make or break his tenure at Ohio State. Some of you will make that statement. Is Ohio State's 2024 QB1 currently on the roster? I'll answer that question next on Locked On Buckeyes. This episode of Locked On Buckeyes is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs. When you're hiring for your small business, you want to have as many top-tier candidates as possible to interview. That's why you have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs has the tools to help find the right professionals for your team faster and for free. LinkedIn isn't just another job board. LinkedIn has a vast network of more than 1 billion professionals, which makes it the best place to hire. Hiring is easy when you have that many quality candidates. So easy, in fact, that 86% of small businesses get a qualified candidate within 24 hours. LinkedIn knows that small businesses are wearing so many hats and might not have the time or resources to hire. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/LockedOnCollege. That's linkedin.com/LockedOnCollege to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. This episode is also brought to you by our friends at FanDuel Sportsbook. As the weather gets colder, the NFL offers stay hot on FanDuel. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. That's $150 simply if your team wins. If you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get in on the action. The app is so easy to use. There's a wide range of betting options, including spreads, player props, over-unders, and more. So visit FanDuel.com/LockedOn. Once again, visit FanDuel.com/LockedOn and kick off the NFL season. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL. Is Ohio State's 2024 starting quarterback currently on the roster? And I say currently on the roster because I realize when I say that, some of you may say, yes, it's Aaron Noland. He ain't currently on the roster. He is currently he's currently a high school student down there in Georgia, just finished his senior year of high school football, and he's a lefty. He's a southpaw. He can sling that rock. I don't know what he can do in college. I know what he can do at the high school level, down there at that level that he's playing in. So, I don't know. Like, I would love to say, absolutely, it's currently on the roster. But here is the thing. The only guys that I think could legitimately have a shot to be QB1 next year that are currently on the roster, Devin Brown, number 33, and Lincoln Kienholz. I believe he's number 12. He's a freshman. Kienholz is not going to be the front runner, at least right now, or even maybe in the beginning of spring, to be QB1 for the guys that are currently on the roster. Devin Brown, how healthy is he? I don't know. I mean, he's healthier than he was a few weeks ago, but I don't know if he's back to 100%. So will he be rehabbing in the spring, or will he be back to 100% to be able to go through another quarterback competition? But here's the thing. Aaron Noland is out there. He is a southpaw. And when I watch him play football and sling the ball all around the yard, what comes to my mind is kind of like a point guard in basketball, directing traffic, leading the team, directing the ship, and things are really good when he is QB1, at least in high school. I don't know how that will translate to him being a freshman quarterback in Columbus. So as much as I would like to say, hey, he's a newcomer, he's a new guy in town, he's going to be great. Buddy, I can't do that because I don't know. There's also this thought here. Cam Ward out there at Washington State. And someone sent me, I need to go back and look this up really quickly. Somebody sent me a tweet from Ryan Clark of ESPN, the former, I believe he was, oh, he deleted it. It was under Kyle McCord, an announcement of Kyle McCord transferring, and Ryan Clark, the tweet that he deleted, Wash State quarterback transferred there. Now, I don't know if that's official, like internally, if they know this, or if that's just him speculating that maybe he had a rumor or something. I don't know. But Cam Ward is somebody that people have linked to Ohio State, saying, hey, this is potentially going to happen. The Buckeyes are the front runner. That's something that was going around, even going back to last week before Kyle McCord entered the portal. But then you got to think, Dillon Gabriel, I think he has 4 3,000+ yard passing seasons as a starting quarterback. He is leaving Oklahoma. So if you want to say, hey, Cam Ward's good, is Dillon Gabriel better for what Ryan Day wants as a quarterback? Okay, if he is better, go get him. Now we all see, some of us have seen and read what Matt Rule stated about NIL and the price of a quarterback in the portal, about $1 million to $1.5 million to $2 million to get a quarterback right now out of the portal. Hey, I'm not trying to dive into the financials of any school or how they spend their money, not right now. All I'm saying is, if that's the case, well, Ohio State knows what they have to do. At least just don't break any rules. All I got to say. Because if you break rules, Ohio State, I'll react to Ohio State breaking rules the same way we did with Michigan cheating. I'll leave it at that. But there will be more guys entering the portal over the next few weeks while this first portal window is open. So I would say this. I don't know if the 2024 QB1 is currently on the roster. Aaron Nolan is good in high school. Not sure what he's going to be as a freshman quarterback. Not like Ryan Day to start a true freshman at any position, especially quarterback. So I'm not really going there. The front runner on the current roster is Devin Brown. But if you can get Dillon Gabriel, maybe Cam Ward or somebody else that Ryan Day believes would take Ohio State to another level, go out there and get them out of here on a Monday for the second time today for a special reaction pod to the news that Kyle McCord entered the transfer portal. You can follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at jstevens07. Send any email to jstevens317@gmail.com. Out of here, Buckeye fans. We'll be back tomorrow for a regular Tuesday pod.